This video is brought to you by my channel members. Join today and receive exclusive perks. Link in the description. The tugboat, for its size, is the most powerful craft afloat, and the Star Tugs are the power behind the docks and waterways that make up the big city port. This is the TUGS Retrospective. One of the biggest aspirations I've had for this channel is TUGS. Talk about TUGS. Do a review of TUGS. When am I going to make a video about TUGS? So for those who have been waiting for a TUGS video on my channel, which is about trains, you have been patient, and this video is for you. So what is TUGS? What is this obscure show from the 80s that nobody remembers? Why do everyone go crazy over it? TUGS was the very short-lived sister series of Thomas the Tank Engine, created, directed and produced from the same people from it. While the two shows look similar, they couldn't be more different. This is going to be a new series on my channel where I take a look at all 13 episodes of the show, which will lead up to a big video where I rank them all. Of course, we're going to start where the series began, Sunshine. Let's see what the world of Pilot TUGS has to offer. This is the pilot episode, and as most pilots are, it's pretty simple in terms of story. The plot is that the Star Tugs get a chance to dock an ocean liner called the Duchess. The same day, a new switch called Sunshine comes to join their fleet. The opposing fleet, the Z-Stacks, attempt to sabotage the docking to foil the Star's chances, and do so by hitting Sunshine, who crashes into the liner. Unable to explain what happens, Sunshine runs away in shame. That night, Tennyson's goes to look for Sunshine and travels all around the port. As always, TUGS excels at its concept. What a pilot is supposed to do is supposed to show and explain the characters and the setting to the audience. In the beginning, we get an explanation to the time period, all the characters and their jobs. And this sequence here shows the port, the setting. This sequence is awesome. We get to see the whole port just from this one scene alone. I also love it when the scene, this bit where Tennyson gets so much sunshine.
Sunshine! Where are you?
Funny. In this scene we get to see the small canals, the liner dock, Dendo rocks and the up with the mouth. I also really like this scene where it's implied that Hercules and Lily Lightship have a relationship.
Hi, 10 cents.
Ah, 10 cents.
Lily, oh, Hercules! Oh, thank goodness you're back.
Yes, only just. Why, what's the problem, old chap? Everything went all right with the Duchess, I hope?
And why shouldn't it?
Everything was just fine. She docked, and everything. No, I was just looking for Sunshine. I thought you maybe seen him.
Why, no.
Oh well. Well, see ya.
Bye, 10 cents.
Oh, yeah, Tennyson's. I've just got back. I haven't been to see you talking to Lily with her for hours, have you? Yeah. Then Tennyson's reads how awkward the situation is and is like, okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye. That's so funny. But anyway, the Stars find Sunshine grounded on the riverbank and welcome into their fleet with a proper star livery paint job. It's not the best of the show, and the plot is very simple, but I do like this episode regardless. It's got great visuals and a very charming, simple story to start off with. I should also mention that this episode was subject to major rewrites, one of which Sunshine actually sunk himself as a result of the accident. But gosh guys, it's a bit too dark for your pilot episode, come on. It's definitely not anything to write home about, and definitely isn't the flagship episode the team were going for, but it's definitely a very sweet and charming episode. A very solid start to TUGS. Now we get to the second part of the retrospective, the 15-minute cut of the episode. When David Merton first created TUGS, he envisioned 13 30-minute long episodes. However, they were trimmed down because people thought 30 minutes would be too long for kids to sit through. But even when trimmed down to 20 minutes, they still caused time slot issues when airing on TV. So they were trimmed down again to 15 minutes, and that is most of the cuts of the episodes that are online currently. However, in 1988, 4 of the episodes were put on VHS before the show aired in 1989, and they featured the 20-minute cuts of the episodes. These episodes were Sunshine, of course, Pirate, Munitions, and Regatta. And to be honest, I actually don't mind the 15-minute cut. It's alright, but I definitely prefer the 20. I think that's probably just due to it being the pilot, as it's just showing locations and introducing the characters around. And the stuff that was trimmed out wasn't really that major and didn't have any connection to the plot really. Sadly, this won't be the case for any of the other episodes. Oh, don't you worry, we'll get to them. I will say though that after watching the 20-minute cut for like a really long time, it was very interesting to go to the 15-minute cut and have so many stuff trimmed out. 2 great ones like the Simi Sally Seaplane and Hercules and Lily are just completely removed in the 15-minute cut. I mean, yes, they did not add anything to the plot, but it did feel weird just going from one scene to the other. Overall though, I don't think the 15-minute cut is bad. I definitely prefer the 20, but if you want to watch the 15-minute cut and if you think it's better, that's your opinion, and I will respect it. Okay, so originally I didn't really want a section for the characters in this show.
Explain this behavior.
I thought it's gonna take ages to explain all the characters and their personalities, and it'll probably take like half the video, so I just put it off. But then I realised something. This is only the first episode, it's in parts. So I thought I could just explain the characters that are introduced and give them character, and then like explain the rest of them in other episodes. So that's what I'm going to do. The one I'd call main character in TUGS is easily 10 cents.
Was it? I was looking for 10 cents, sir.
Yeah, we just found him.
Strangely though, I don't really have a lot to say about him in the pilot, to be honest. He's a switch tug, which means he's a tiny tug that does odd jobs around the port, like taking fuel to Sally's seaplane or the lightship. The only thing we really learn about him is that he always wants to work on liners, and in this episode he does get his chance, which is a nice touch. And the nice dynamic between him and Sunshine is also set up in this episode, something that's a mainstay for the rest of the series and is probably my favourite in the show.
Yeah, welcome aboard. You look great, Sunshine.
Thanks, kidder. Funny new colours, eh?
But to be honest, that's really it. We don't really learn that much about him, but we do learn a lot in the other episodes. Oh boy, we'll get to him. And then of course there's Sunshine.
Sunshine? Only good for day workers here.
Might brighten you up a bit, top hat.
I resent that.
Like Chen says, we don't really learn a lot about Sunshine. He's a chipper little chap. He comes from upriver. He has to rather embarrassed and tries to cover up his problems and hides. To be honest, I think Sunshine's got a lot more going on than 10 cents, at least in this episode. One of my favourite Sunshine moments ever is when he gets attracted to Sally's seaplane.
Hello, Sally.
That bit genuinely made me laugh out loud. And now on to mine and everybody else's favourite character, Top Hat. I love this character. He's just so snobby and has always got a bite to him. Even by his appearance, by the way he actually wears a top hat and has a monocle, you can just tell this guy is always a mood. Top Hat is a railway tug, so naturally he's also one of my favourite characters. and has a spinning head that goes up and down so he can see over tall rail cars. And man oh man do they love playing with this quirk in episodes. OJ is a paddle steamer tug and one of the last in existence. He's one of the older characters which most of the others come to for advice. And I really like him, but he's also not your typical old wise character, as we'll see in other episodes. He has a lot more going on with him. Warrior and Big Mac are two of the fleet's biggest tugs. Warrior is, well, he's an idiot. He's always bumping into stuff. He's just pretty stupid all around. It's not really shown in this episode, so basically I've just broken my rules. But yeah, that's probably all I've got on with him. He's basically the show's breakout character, the underdog. Hercules is the fleet's ocean-going tug, so he's basically going up to the ports making deliveries, and doesn't appear in the show that much. But I do really like him. He's just so smart, and he could solve all the problems in basically a matter of seconds. So that's all the heroes in the show. Now let's move on to the antagonists.